got Meltdown, and today I am joined by
Yvan Guillevic from Heartline.
It's great to be chatting to you this evening. For those who don't know, can you give us a very brief history of the band and why the name Heartline?
Heartline, I found Heartline 3 years ago during the COVID. You know, it was the lockdown, the second lockdown in France, and it's a new band, if you want. And why Heartline? Because it sounds good. I checked on Google because I found this this name was pretty good. You know, Heartline with two meanings. You know, the I don't know if you see my hand right now, but the line on the head and the Heartline with equipment, you know, for the electrocardiogram, things like that. So just because it's I think it's a good name. It's a very well good name in the meaning of pronunciation, especially for us in France. You know, Heartline. It's very groovy and so well. It's a almost a new band. We made 2 albums in less of 2 years. So it was not planned at all. You know what I mean? We were during the COVID, impossible to play gigs and on what you want. It was we were in lockdown in France, and one morning I composed a drums pattern with a machine, and I put a bass line on it. I put some keys, chords on it, few guitars, and wow, it sounds okay. You know, remember me a little foreigner, and this little piece of music was in the city. So in the city was the first song I composed for Heartline. I sent the instrumental part to Emmanuel, the singer, just because I'm not able to sing like a real AOR singer, you know, because you need to be a very good singer in AOR. And I'm not a good singer at all. So I sent this little piece of music to Emmanuel. He liked it very much, and he sent me the MP3 with melodic lines with his voice, and it was wow, great. And so In the City was born, and in fact, Heartline was born this day because I said to him, okay, let's go for an album together.
So that's some achievement as well. You've had 2 albums out then since 2020, yeah? So what has the response been like then to your recent album, Rock and Roll Queen? Because it's only been out a short while, hasn't it?
Yes, we are very pleased with the welcome of this album. We had a lot of very, very good reviews from the world, Norway, England, US, Germany, Spain, Italy, France. So we are very, very happy with that. Very happy, and the label is very happy too.
Brilliant. So plans for the year, and will you be releasing any more singles, videos from Rock and Roll Queen?
Maybe in October, because we will start a tour in France in September, and maybe during the tour we will shoot one song for and make a clip with the live images. Maybe later in the year, but yes, I think there will be another single, and we work on a little maybe other things for January. Okay, it's not. We work on it right now. We work on it.
Brilliant. Are there plans to get outside of France as well and get into the UK?
I cross the fingers, We want to play everywhere. We are a live band. We are not just a studio band, We are a real live band. We played several gigs these years in Belgium, in France. And yes, we want to play everywhere, especially in UK. First of all, I really like UK. My favorite cities in the world is London, because I love the energy of this city. I met last year a foreigner, Whitesnake, and Europe in London. It was great, and you have a fantastic band, not only one, but FM.
Oh yeah. Band. Yeah, I know them really well.
Steve, yeah. Yes, fantastic band. Yeah. Shy, Tobruk.
Yeah.
So you have many very good bands. So yes, I want to go in UK and I want to play live for British guys and girls. I really like the energy of London. It's very different from Paris. Very different. Yeah. There is a real rock culture in UK. In France we don't have a rock culture. It's a little bit difficult for AOR melodic rock band in France to have gigs, to have great big medias, So it's for us, UK, Germany, US are the promised lands,
Then tell us, what was the first concert you ever went to?
Oh yeah! Wow! 83 Def Leppard. With Rock Goddess as opener.
Oh wow!
yes, fantastic live. And I saw Def Leppard last month in Lisbon.
Right.
They are on tour with Motley Crue, So my first, and it was a shock, was Def Leppard on Pyromania tour. Fantastic souvenir.
Classic album, that.
Yes, fantastic album.
Okay, so what was the last gig you went to? Concert?
Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Def Leppard in Lisbon with Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Okay, so Def Leppard is a part of my life, I think. Really like this band. In '93, I was a teenager. I was 16.
Yeah.
I just started to play guitar, and I remember the Phil Collen and Steve Clark. It was a shock for me because I was already in love with the album Pyromania, and just see these two guys play the parts just in front of me. It was fantastic. It's really a milestone for me in my life. Def Leppard. It's Def Leppard because it was the tour. I think it's before Rick Allen the
car crash.
Yes, it was few months before. Very long time ago.
Is there then a particular song written by someone else that you wish you had written?
Wow. I don't. It's not easy to. There is so many good songs. Yes, it's like they give me your top 5,
Yeah.
It's not. It's sometimes it's. I can't. Tell me you. What is your favorite song?
I don't know. Still in the Night, Whitesnake. That just came into my head. That just came into my head.
Yes. Maybe because I'm in love with a solo Thin Lizzy song called "The Sun Goes Down."
Oh yeah.
And I think it's John Sykes on the guitar on the lead guitars. Fantastic solo. as you, the first one I have in my head, but there is so many good songs. I mean, so many. Photograph. Give me all your love. Too many good songs.
You know the band's name, Heartline. Was that not a song by Robin George back in the 80s?
I did not know the song. I saw that after the creation of Heartline. So I listened to the song. Yes, absolutely. There is a song with Heartline. Yes, absolutely. You're right. But classic I didn't know the. Yes, absolutely. But I didn't know this particular song.
All right. So going back to the video then, Rock and Roll Queen. So the lady in the video, is that your wife?
No, it's not my wife. It's a friend of my wife. My wife looks like the pretty lady on the cover. You know, my wife is a blonde girl. My wife doing pole dance. You know, for the fun as a sport. And Lou, who is a model in the video. Lou is a pole dance teacher.
Okay,
you know? Cool. And it was a little different because she's Asian, you know, and there is not a lot of Asian girls in AOR, in rock music, you know, in video clips. There is always blonde, you know what I mean, yeah. And she has a particular touch in the eyes and a pretty good face. She's a very, very gentle girl, very, very nice girl. It was a pleasure to work with her. She's not a rock and roll queen at all. She don't even listen to rock, you know.
Right.
She's in electro things like that. But it was very, very fun, and you are the second guys who told me about her. I think it was a good choice for the clips.
Absolutely. All right, I think you sort of answered this already, but can you name 3 bands that have influenced Heartline?
A lot. I think 80s band. You know, I like actual bands. I like Perfect Plan, Heat, Eclipse. Crazy Leaks. There is a lot of very good bands these days. I have no problem with that. But the inspiration, the original seeds were in the 80s. Whitesnake, for sure, Foreigner, Giant, Winger, Dokken, Journey, and Bad English. So all these incredible bands in the 80s, you know, with each band had a particular sound. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was if you these days when you listen to a band, you recognize the band only with one note.
Yeah.
You know, one sound. Yes, one guitar sound, one word from the singer. So now sometimes it's a little bit difficult because the bands are different, but sometimes the sound of the album are almost the same sound. You know what I mean? So if you listen the bass sound of Phil Lynott of Thin Lizzy, and if you listen the bass sound of Steve Harris from Maiden, you know, one note with a bass, you know, not a singer, and then okay, it's Thin Lizzy. Oh, okay, it's Iron Maiden. So I try to have the same to mix in the same way, to produce our albums in the same way. I don't want the same song at the other band, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, the 80s was the best era for music, and I remember it well and grew up with it as well, definitely. Would you rather be starting in the band back in the 80s than now? Because it's difficult nowadays, isn't it?
Okay. I not really understood the meaning of the question. I'm sorry, absolutely sorry.
That's all right. Okay, so like the 80s was the best decade for music, in my opinion.
Okay.
I remember it well when I grew up, 81, 82, 83 into metal and rock.
Okay.
So would you rather being in a band, starting as a fresh band in the 80s than now in 2023? Because it's difficult these days, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. I got it. Thanks. Well, it's easier today because we have all the tools for recording. We have all the tools for promotion with internet. But there is so many bands these days. You are in the middle of a thousands bands, so it's not easy to have your name in the front. You know what I mean? So, with the help of Pride and Joy Music, our label, with Birgit do a fantastic job with the promotion and stuff like that. But I think in the 80s, it was the talent. It was the talent before the prestige, before the promotion. But for me, maybe I idealize a little, but for me it was a talent. These days, if you are good on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, all this, you can do things. But in the 80s, it was the particular sound of a band, the talent of the musicians, of the great compositions. It was very important. These days, sometimes it's not so important. Sometimes.
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
Okay, then. So, if there was a rock song about yourself, what would it be called?
Wow. Nice question. Nice question. War Machine.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm indestructible. I'm unbreakable. I'm 55. I'm always on the run. I'm always on the. I want to success. I made so many bands. Sometimes it was fantastic. Sometimes it was not fantastic. But I still have the fight spirit, as you said in England.
Brilliant. So, can you tell me why we should check out Heartline?
I don't understand the question.
Okay, can you tell me why we should check out your new album?
Oh yes, okay. If you like AOR melodic rock with a little touch of classic rock, I think it's a good album for you. It's not with tons and tons of keyboards. It's a little raw, with a big guitar sound, like in the 80s. It's very in the 80s vibe, very in this mood. You know what I mean? It's not perfect. There is no auto-tune on the singer. There is no too many computers tricked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not live, but it's a little raw, and so if you like this sound, if you like the 80s band, I think maybe you will like Heartline.
Brilliant.
I hope you like Heartline.
So then, can you give me 4 words to describe Heartline?
Oh, 4 words: melodic, energetic. Wow, melodic, energetic. It's not an easy question. 4 words. Heaven is a 4 little words. Feeling, there is a bluesy part in a Heartline, not a huge part, but there is a bluesy sound in Heartline. Energetic and faithful to the golden age of AOR and melodic rock.
Brilliant. So now it's fast 5 questions, so try not to think too much. Just the first question is, favourite singer?
Oh, Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
Favorite album?
Favorite album. Okay, the album who made me a musician, Back in Black, AC/DC.
Brilliant. Favorite drink?
Red wine. a good red wine.
Yeah. Favorite food?
Favorite food. Nice question. Chicken.
And the final one then is, who would you say is your favorite inspiration?
There is a lot of musicians who inspired me. Just in front of me, I have Jimi Hendrix and Gary Moore. Just beyond it's Stevie Ray Vaughan. Maybe Jeff Beck. Maybe Jeff Beck or David Gilmour. Two
Brilliant.
of my greatest heroes of all time.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for your time today. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers and listeners?
Thanks to you. Really, thanks to you. It was a pleasure. Sorry about my accent and and stuff like that. You know, I'm French, and I have to work on my. I have to improve my English. I just want to say thanks to everybody who like and support the band, because we need support these days. All the bands need support from the fan base, because it's a hard era for music. You know, with Spotify, it's very complicated for musicians all around the world in all styles these days.
Every